Hello grade 10, welcome to another video about geometric sequence. At this point, we're going to have finding the nth term of geometric sequence. When we say finding the nth term, that means you're going to find the specific term in a given geometric sequence. Let's say you're going to find the 7th term, right? You're going to find the 10th term, or the 20th term, or yung pang 20 na term in a given geometric sequence. Now, in order for us to find that nth term, we will be using this formula, a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. Now, in order for us to use the formula, ano bang kailangan nating mga values? Okay? As you will observe in the formula, meron tayo dito a sub n, which is the nth term. Okay? So for example, we're going to find the 7th term, right? Or a sub 7. So ang n natin is 7. So that means the number of terms. Okay? And then here we have the first term, a sub 1. Okay? Times r. Yung r natin, you know that r is the common ratio. So therefore, in order for us to make use of this formula, we need first the number of terms. At makikita naman natin yun kung anong term ang hinahanap. Kung ang hinahanap nyo ay 20th term, so yung number of terms is 20. So n is 20. Okay? Another is we need the first term. Okay? Yung unang term in our geometric sequence. And lastly, we need the common ratio. Okay? So let us consider our example here of the geometric sequence 5, 10, 20. And we're going to find a sub 7. That means we're going to find the 7th term. Okay? Of this geometric sequence. Okay? So definitely, since we're going to find a sub 7, our n here is 7. So, meron na tayong number of terms, which is 7. So, may n na tayo. Right? So, what else? We need our a sub 1. That is the first term. Okay? So, a sub 1 is the first term, or yung unang term. Ano ba ang first term natin in this example, or in this given? So, our first term is simply 5. Therefore, our a sub 1 is equal to 5. Okay, what else do we need? We need the common ratio, or yung R. Okay? Kailangan natin makompute yung R natin, or yung common ratio in the given geometric sequence. And how are we going to find that common ratio? So, we will just divide this 10, okay, by 5. So, we have the next term divided by the previous term. So, 10 divided by 5. So, 10 over 5 or 10 divided by 5, the answer is simply 2. So, that's our common ratio. Actually, you can check if this is really the geometric sequence. You can get this ratio of this 2. So, 20 divided by 10, still you will get 2. So, our R is equal to 2. So, we're now ready to use the formula. So, ang gagawin nyo lang is just to replace or substitute this given values here that we have now in our formula. So, a sub n, so we are going to have a sub 7. So, our n is 7. So, is equal to a sub 1, our first term, which is 5. Okay? 5 times r, our common ratio is 2. Okay? Remember, raised to n minus 1. So, this n minus 1 is exponent. Okay? So, ang n natin is 7. So, 7 minus 1. Okay? So, yan. Na-replace na natin yung sa formula natin. So, what are we going to do next? So, we are now going to perform the operation, or we will simplify it. Okay? So, we'll have, copy first this 5. Remember, you're not going to multiply this 5 times 2. Okay, that is wrong, ha? So, you need to subtract first this 7 minus 1. So, let's do it first, okay? So, 5 times, you just copy this 5. times 2, okay, raised to 7 minus 1 is equal to 6. Okay, so that is n minus 1. Okay, next. Again, you will not multiply 5 times 2. That is wrong. You have to evaluate first 2 raised to 6. Alright? So, by order of operations, we need to simplify first yung mga may exponents. Okay? So, therefore, we just copy this 5. So, 5 times, evaluate natin 2 raised to 6. So, what is 2 raised to 6? Okay, if we are going to compute that, 2 raised to 6 is 64. Right? So, how are we going to obtain that 64? So, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 6 times nating imumultiply yung 2. And you can make use of calculator actually. Okay? Alright, then finally, okay, we will now multiply this to 5 times 64. So, and what is 5 times 64? The answer is 320. Right? So, that will be our a sub 7, or that will be our 7th term of this given geometric sequence. Okay? Actually, you may check if this 320 is really the 7th term of our geometric sequence. You may continue this, okay? So 5 times 2, 10 times 2, 20 times 2, 40 times 2, 80 until you reach this 320. So again, that is how are we going to find the nth term of geometric sequence. Okay? So we're going to have our examples with the next videos.